Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. I think today is a great day to work on my dress. I'm going to pull up my good old yarn bowl. Gorgeous, beautiful, still working out beautifully. Really happy with it. And my trusty 3.5 travel one, nicely warmed up from using it already today. Matching the nails, looking good. Anyways, glad you're here today. Let's get some crochet done. Wrap that through. Look at that. We're really getting there where there's absolutely very little of the yellow left. I'm pretty excited. Oh dear. Looks like you snagged on something. Not what I like to see. Goodness, goodness. Yeah, that definitely pulled that. Got caught on a hook I had in here that I wasn't using, and I guess when I picked it up, it must have pulled it a little bit tighter than I would have liked. Hopefully I can wiggle that back into place. Oh, goodness. Not good. Not what I wanted. But I do want to work on this one today. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully great. Get a couple of these to go just to start feeling my flow here. Yes, and this is all double crochet in this row. So we're just going to flow on through. Got my ring on. When it's something like this, I definitely like the rings because it really brings the pressure off my fingers. Because of course this hand is my bad wrist, and it does act up on me. Like today, it's a little cloudy, a little windy out there. I'm kind of feeling it today, so I'm hoping that I can just give it a little rest while I still get to play with my yarn. This yarn from Temu is super, super soft. I really, really like this yarn. Will not be complaining about that. And that is for sure. Let's see, we're, what, 200 meters in? I don't know. There's 900 meters in this particular yarn cake, so that's pretty exciting. I might have to go after this and go order a couple more because I do have to get some green ones that I wanted for my mom. I'm thinking maybe 3, maybe 4 to make her a nice big summer cardigan. Because of course the one I already made her, unfortunately, is quite heavy. So that's not working out for her. And that's unfortunate. She just didn't want to tell me that. But kind of need to know that if, you know, I think it's working and it turns out it isn't. I kind of need to know. I am thinking of making a super cute shirt with my Kobo. I have 2 white, I have 2 silver, and I have 2 in the blue. Not the dark blue, the lighter icy blue. And I'm thinking about doing maybe a top with squares. Like square, 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 maybe top diamond. Turn them so the corner is more of a diamond shape. But I might not. I don't know. I'm still trying to kick around ideas of what I want to do with it. I know I want to do all the colors together. the white is quite white, and it's so soft, so silky, and I know I'm going to love wearing it. But I think I want to do like a tunic type thing. But I know I have to cover my shoulders, so I may, So I'm thinking about maybe piecing some squares together. They don't necessarily have to be granny, but something a little bit airy and light is what I'm thinking. So I might have to take a look around and see what I can find for like airy, light granny square type deals, but not granny squares per se. But I also might just say no and grab out a doily one and do a doily and turn it into a shirt. Because I think I can do that. I think I can accommodate a little bit better now than I used to be able to, so I'm starting to understand how to piece the pieces together to make the outfits, to make the shirts, to make the pants. Not that I've made pants, but I have a lot of pants ideas in my head. I do want to do the granny square pants because they would be just so much fun to wear. It's snowing outside. Well, I'm wearing granny square pants. Skull granny squares. If I could, I wish I could get them done for Halloween. I could wear them for Halloween out with the kids. Because I was thinking about using my neon colors, like white in the middle, maybe some gray, and then some hot neon in there. Because I have quite a few neon colors that would look really good. Like the oranges and yellows would just pop. And for Halloween, oh, that would be awesome. I don't know. This year feels like I'm not going to be able to be making the costumes. I'm probably just going to have to go with pre-built ones. It is what it is. And that's just the way it goes. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. The kids won't either. They're a little disappointed, but they also understand that I'm not going to be able to do it. I know I won't be able to do it. I will not have the time. I'm struggling to get things done crochet-wise because fitting crochet into my new busy schedule has been a little bit of a challenge, and I feel like I'm not getting things done. But to be fair, part of that is also coming from most of my projects I have on the go right now are super long-term ones that'll probably take a year or more to do, and I'm just kind of keep adding more really big projects like that because I feel like I want to make these things for myself. That's why I keep getting these yarns, because I want them. Yeah. That's very nice. And right in there we go. So one side of this is now taking a very long time now that it's gotten to this point, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I feel like it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I am so very pleased with the idea of this one. The concept of it is great. Bago Days, I believe it is Galaxy Granny Square, is so beautiful, and I think it complements this yarn so well. I mean, look at that. That is so beautiful. I cannot take any credit for that. She has the best tutorials. I could never compare to her. Not that I would want to. She's really good at explaining things. Takes her time. Fiber Spider, and another one I really enjoy. His tutorials, so fabulous. Relaxed, calm, quiet. Doesn't feel like I'm panicking because I can just take the back a little and just go through the motions. What a lovely hobby this is. I absolutely am so glad that I started crocheting. I was looking for something to help me feel a little more fulfilled because everything turned from things I like to do, things I was doing around the house, blah, 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 to straight up nonstop mom. And I was starting to lose my own identity. Didn't have anything for myself that made me feel good. And I was trapped. So crochet really helped me through some really tough times mentally. I mean, dark times in myself. Not like dark as in I was about to hurt myself or anything like that, or anybody around me, just more putting yourself aside for the betterment of everyone around you. Self-sacrificing, that's what I'm looking at. You know, let your hair go because the kids need this. Don't do your nails anymore because the family needs this. Don't do this because this and that needs that. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And I don't mind doing it because I love my family. But I also have to look at, if I don't take care of me as well, they're just going to get a burnt out version of me that is very frustrated and not the funnest. So, we go with the happy medium. I do my crochet. I enjoy my crochet. I enjoy working with the yarns. I enjoy talking about them. I enjoy looking at them. And it looks like most of the family just kind of have followed along, knowing that this is what makes mom happy. So let's just smile and nod. Yeah, my girls love talking about crochet too. We like talking about all the different interesting things we can make. We look at Pinterest together. Because, yeah, where else are you going to find the best inspirations? It's not by not looking at things that are along the lines of things you're interested in. Okay, that was just awkward as can be. I'm sorry I said that like that. I'm talking about how, like, years ago, you could do crochet, but it was hard to find inspiration like we do now. It is so much easier to come up with these creative ideas and get the ideas going because it's all around. I mean, I can look at a cardigan and tell Google I want to see 10 other cardigans that are similar, and it'll start giving me all these different ideas of like different ways to put them together. Am I going to do all the way up? Do I have a hood? You know, all the different things. And you start to come up with different stitches. I love seeing all the creative things that people come up with. It's absolutely amazing, the creativity in this particular hobby. I am so impressed. I can't do half of that stuff, and I'm never going to get there. If I do, that would be amazing, but I'm not going to put that on myself, and I don't want to put that on myself. If I end up figuring it out and doing all that, then super cool, but I'm also not going to try to jump into this saturated market and start selling patterns that are very similar to somebody else's. Nothing like that. But however, I will make stuff. I will share how I got there, and if somebody else wants to piggyback and make it better, I would be so impressed. Like, if I've made something and you like it and you want to do something a little bit more fancy with it, or you got an idea of how to do this with it, well, then do it. I want to see. I'd love to see that. That would make me so happy to see something that somebody built upon. Because again, that's more talent, more creativity, and that is two people being creative and talented at the same time, which is phenomenal. My goodness, this is such a beautiful yarn. It is so incredibly soft. I cannot stop stressing how crazy soft this is. This is really soft. The Hobbii yarn is not as soft as this. And with the color changes, the way it's one strand at a time, that is just like what Hobbii does, which is part of why their yarn cakes are so stunning. Do you see how this purple is becoming darker on these rows? Because I have two strands of it. That does make a bit of a difference. Well, not a bit, a full big difference. Lemon iced tea. I think maybe it is smoky out today. I'm feeling it in my throat. Or my children have given me the plague because they have been going to school. Either way, gonna be fun. It's gonna be a long, long week this week. But I can do it. I think I'm ready. I will be tired, but I think I can handle it. And there. So now we're in the corner, so I'm going to do these two here. And when I get into this space here, we're going to do a triple crochet, 2 of them. It was 2 I did in this one, right? So let's just double check. Yeah, 2 triple crochets. And I haven't been doing this in any of the other projects that are kind of almost similar, just in this one. And one more. And now just back to our regular double crochets. And so what that did was give it a very pronounced corner. And I do like how this is coming up because this is going here. It's really giving it a beautiful look. And this one's a nice small one with the single crochet. Then we have the double crochets, and then the triple crochets are quite long and very, very distinct. So when this is on and being worn, it's going to be a beautiful pattern. And then we're just going down in here. Get one of those and one of those. Plus 2 of these. And I think this is about where we're going to end for the day. So thank you for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.